right? Just to make them this big celebrity or whatever, because it's like streaming. How these dudes buy numbers or buy streams to make themselves look like, they getting all these views and they getting all these numbers, this, that, and the other, right? And then they'll make you appear bigger than what you are. But if you don't agree to be a part of it, then you be like me, right? You could come and watch my channel, right? I know the number that's on the screen ain't my real numbers because it ain't nowhere I could go outside my door and somebody don't recognize me or give me love, right? Even the niggas that hate me, I could see it in their face that, they acknowledge and know who I am, right? But you can look at as many subscribers as I got, you'll go and see somebody that don't even have as many subscribers as I have and post a video of me from they'll rip this right here, right? And they'll put it on their channel and they'll get more views than me. on my own stuff, right? You'll see me go on other platforms and do an interview, and these niggas will get mad views, and it's just an interview with me. But on my own channel, I won't even get those kind of crazy numbers because they suppressing me because I haven't given in to uh what y'all call Illuminati, right? So they will try to force me to succumb to it by keep suppressing my numbers, right? Because if you go, like I said, you could go look at any interview that I do. I got some videos, interviews that they did with me, and they got 1 million views, right? But and I will say the same thing that I'm saying right here, right? But I will never get a million views, right? Now, don't get me wrong. I got some videos that got 500,000 views over time, and this, that, and the third, right? But if you could go and look at me on other people's channel and see how big of numbers that I do, but on my own channel where people know exactly where I'm at and watching, right? They won't let me get to that. Now, if I was one of these other goddamn dudes that gave into that, I'll have hundreds of thousands of views every goddamn video. That's just how it works, right? So getting back to Def Jam, right? There are executives there or the old Def Jam, I'll say. There were executives that the 90s artists had to deal with, and they had these indecent proposals. Even some of the artists from the 80s. I ain't gonna say their names. Some of y'all know their names. Some of y'all typed them in the comment already. I ain't even gotta say it, right? Um, these artists have succumbed to the dark side, right? That's what I tell you. If you see an artist and every time you see them on a public platform, if they in black, all white, all red, green, sometimes purple, right? Or a mix of the black and white, a mix of the white and red, a mix of, the green and black. You know, that is a uniform color for the people that sold their soul to this, right? And if you don't believe me, you just don't believe me, right? But the reason I know is because I came up in this game with these people. So I seen them go from being regular, you know what I'm saying? Like Eve in this video, he's wearing a yellow shirt. It's the start. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? there's no uh there's no dress code for her in the beginning because she's not a part of nothing yet because she ain't sell nothing yet. She's not influential, you know. But if you go check down the line, and I'm not saying Eve is a part of it, right? But when you come into when you come into the game with these people, as I did, you see the change in them. You see the change in their behavior. You see dudes come through and be straight sweet niggas. I mean, straight street niggas and turn to straight sweet niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like a few of the guys you seen hanging around Diddy a lot, right? Uh Being at Rockefeller, it was only one person at Rockefeller that did it. And they blew so big that they left everybody else behind, right? They even got the top seat at one of the record labels. But a lot of y'all would say that ain't true because they married, they got kids, right? But for us and people like me that came up in the industry at the same time this person came in the industry, you know what I'm saying is true because you seen the transition and you see them how they distance themselves, right? That's the number one rule in it. Once they get accepted in that club, they can't hang with us no more. You can't hang with the niggas that ain't sucking stick or getting the stick stuck in their back pocket. Why? Because they gonna tell. And they can't if you not down with the program, you're not going to be able to be in the room because you may tell. Now, don't get me wrong. People like that person and all, many others like that person that sold they sold to us, means they succumb to the indecent proposals. They got tapes and videos of these guys, right? They got files on these guys in case they ever decide to want to flip and turn around and act stupid and reveal what I'm telling y'all. They made a oath to keep it a secret. If they break that oath, it is probably death or them getting outed, right? So, like in the case of Diddy, right? Would you have ever believed that Diddy was doing the things that he was doing had you not heard it in the courtroom? No, not at all. You wouldn't have, you wouldn't have never thought that Diddy was letting other men sleep with his women. You think he's the only one doing that? And you think that's the worst that was done? So I say all this, as a precursor, to give you a background, to let you know that I know what the hell I'm talking about, right? Now, getting into the gatekeeping thing, right? When you hear these guys out here saying that they wish that the gatekeepers would be back in play, or they wish that the gatekeepers were still here. The only reason you hear these guys say that they wish the gatekeepers was here is because now the game is different. You don't have to no longer suck a stick or get a stick stuck in your back pocket to be famous, right? Because, like I said, with the TikToks, you can have music and it go viral on TikTok, and next thing you know, you got a hit on the record, on the radio. You didn't have to shop a demo for that. You didn't have to lay in front of the record label and hope to see a CEO or A&R go in the building and try to spit for them. There is no uh gatekeeping in that. Now, they could do like they do me and work at YouTube, right? And have people suppress my numbers and shadow ban me. They that form of gatekeeping still exists, right?